ready?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, thanks everyone for joining us for today's Super Bowl 55 media availability with Buccaneers running back Ronald Jones. We will get started. First question coming from Phil Jones.
Good afternoon, Ronald. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Also, congratulations on making the Super Bowl.
Thanks, man.
Let's go and pull up this first question. So, how much of a mentor for Leonard Fournette how much of a mentor has Leonard Fournette been for you, just starting off this season?
I say he came in, and helped with things, that I haven't experienced. I guess, being a starter in this league, I was able to learn from him just how to, prep through the week, things like that. So it's been good, having these older guys around, to lean on that have been in these experiences before.
All right, next question will be from Nick Jacobs.
Ronald, I'm curious for you who's been the most influential coach on you to help develop your running style?
Coach?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, for you, what coach has had the most influence on you helping develop your running style and kind of help you reach to this point?
I definitely say Tom McNair. Just the past 2 years, just working on, trying to be patient and know what to expect from the defense and just to make the reads easier when I'm running the ball.
All right, next question will be from Matt Tanner of Sky Sports.
Hi, Ronald. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are you expecting from the Chiefs defensively? And is there any one player on the other side of the ball that you're going to keep your eye on?
Yeah, we're expecting, a lot, they're a great defense, our work's definitely cut out for us. So just got to make plays when they give us the opportunity. And, they got a lot of good players on that end, in the front seven and the back end. So just looking to find the matchups and win. So that'd be the game plan.
All right, next we'll go over to Chris Ryan from WGIR.
Hey, Ronald, hope all is well with you. When Tom came in, was there kind of an instant credibility of this is where you guys are going to go, this is where you guys are headed in regards to the Super Bowl, or did you need to kind of see things through the course of the year and how they developed?
Definitely. I mean, this man has been to a lot of these before, so definitely when we came in, we knew, we had a shot, in all these goals, and just taking it week by week, but we definitely knew with a leader like that and the guys that we had in place already that, the sky was the limit, and, here we are. So definitely spoke it into existence, and we did the things that we had to do to make it happen.
Next, we'll go over to Jade Mallett.
Hey, Jade Mallett from the Amateur Athletic Union. Can you talk to us a little bit about your AAU track and field days and what are some lessons you learned that still apply to your career today?
Yeah, I would say just, hard work and determination, has always been something, no matter what sport I was participating in. But, just with track, always kept me in football shape, for the summer and things like that, and then kept my speed. So definitely just, learn, you won't always be the biggest, fastest, the strongest, but, if you go out there with the most heart, you can do anything, because that's one thing that they forget to measure. So.
All right, now we'll go over to Paul Gable.
Hey, Ronald. Working on a story about Coach McCullough and your time together at Southern Cal. Kind of walk me through what he meant to you as a coach, how he was as a coach, how much he helped you get to where you are, and what's it going to be like going against him again, but this time in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Like you said, it's a long time coming. Having been with him, my final year in college, I was also able to learn a lot from him as well. Another guy that, has played a position and, you can relate to those guys and learn better. So, it's going to be fun going against him again in the showdown. I spoke to him, that week when we played, and, he wished me well and I wished him the same. So, it's going to be a fun one, though, for sure.
All right, next we'll go over to Matt Welch.
Hey there, Ronald. I just had a question more so pertaining to your hometown back here in McKinney, Texas. You're the first player from your high school alma mater, McKinney North, to play in the Super Bowl. Just talk a bit about what it means to be associated with that and to represent the city of McKinney this weekend.
Yeah, it definitely feels good, having that accomplishment as well. So definitely, you know, I'm gonna go out there and put the city on my back, you know, and just bring it home for not only Tampa, but you know, my people back home in Texas as well. So definitely means a lot.
All right, next we'll go over to Joshua Allen.
How are you doing, Ronald? How are you doing today?
What's up? How you doing?
Just wanted to, at the beginning of the year, you carried the load. You were more of that bruising, pounding back for this team. And, you know, ever since, you know, your injury and COVID, Leonard Fournette's taken more of that forefront role. But now it seems you guys are more like this thunder and lightning duo that Tampa used to have, where he'll come and pound it and you'll come in with these electrifying big runs. How does that help this team, and how does it help both of you stay fresh and ready for the next challenge you have ahead of you in the Chiefs?
Yeah, I think the coaches have done a great job, you know, managing us both, and you know, like you said, keeping us fresh. And I think you know, it's great because it adds another element to the team. Like you said, we're able to stay fresh throughout the season, throughout the games, and then make plays when we're called upon. So, you know, it's been a great relationship, and you know, we got one more to take it home. So,
All right, next up we'll go over to Matt Matera.
Hey, Rojo, congrats on reaching the Super Bowl. It seemed like the offense really started to hit its stride right around after the bye week, where you guys were just putting up 30 points almost in the blink of an eye. I was just curious if you could pinpoint either a moment where you really felt that the tides were turning, or just kind of what was the key to making everything start clicking for you guys down at the end of the season that let you rattle off 7 wins in a row to reach the Super Bowl?
yeah, I think just you know, coming in every week and seeing what was right there in front of us, you know, definitely had to, you know, go for the kill, you know, take it because you know, a lot of guys, you know, have never been, you know, in this position, never been to the playoffs, you know, haven't made it this far. So definitely got to seize the moment, you know, like we say, and yeah, we just want more to do it. So yeah, it's everything we've been hoping for.
All right, next we'll take a question from Courtney Smith.
Hi, Ronald. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
So, you know, this summer we've had these Black Lives Matter protests. Right now we're in Black History Month. I was just wondering if over the summer, you know, when we were, you know, really getting those protests going, if there was any music or any artists that you really identified with that motivated you, or even songs from the past, throwback, you know, protest songs to the civil rights movements, if there's any music that really motivated you, your teammates, your friends during that time.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, one of the biggest songs of that during the movements was Lil Baby's "The Bigger Picture." I remember when that song came out, and then I was listening to a lot of Tupac too, as well. I think T Grizzly had dropped one, and yeah, Polo G.
All right, next we'll go over to Zenny Abraham.
Hey, Mr. Jones, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Excellent. Your 98-yard run against the Panthers was scintillating and history-making. I want to find out, when did you know in doing that run that you were going to go all the way?
Believe it or not, I kind of knew, like, you know, right before the play, because, you know, he had some emotion, and I seen, you know, a crease had opened up. So, you know, I was thinking, you know, it's going to be one man to beat. You know, I didn't know where he was going to be coming from, but I knew it was going to be a foot race. And then, I just used the projector, you know, to see where the defenders was at, and then just try to change my angle on him.
If I may, a follow-up. What do you think that run says about the value of the running back in the era where passing games are so much talked about?
Yeah, definitely. You know, that the running back, you know, still holds his value in the offense, you know, to keep things balanced and you know, definitely just got to do your part. And I feel like that was a good run, you know, to solidify my career. And, you know, always been, you know, a home run threat, so it was good to finally.
Congratulations and thank you.
Monitor for all media on the call, please raise your hand if you'd like to ask a question. Next, we'll go over to Jake Mallett.
Hey, Ronald, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Not much. So obviously, LaShawn McCoy is a veteran presence on this team, and Tom Brady as well, another veteran presence. But specifically, LaShawn is a veteran running back. How has he helped you as a running back? How has he improved your game? Because LaShawn's been in the league and he's been a superstar for a long time. So how did that help you, having him kind of on your side?
Yeah, definitely. Again, kind of like having like a semi-coach out there just telling me what to expect. He'd be like, hey, Rojo, look for this, on the defense, this and that. And so, just taking those tips and reminders and just applying them to the game, definitely helps slow it down for you. Like you said, outstanding career, things like that. So I'm still learning from him, as we speak now. So I definitely like, having him be a part of the team.
All right, next we'll go over to James Yarcho.
Ronald, congratulations on making it to the Super Bowl. Is there a friendly competition between yourself and Leonard Fournette as to who's going to get the ball more, who's going to do better, or are you guys each other's biggest cheerleaders?
Yeah, I'd say so. A little bit of both. Definitely want the rock in our hands and who's gonna be that and all that. So yeah, we'll say like who's gonna get the most yards tonight, things like that. So little things like that keep the edge going, keep the rush going.
Our next up will be Anton Bardelson.
Hey, how you doing? I just wanted to know, how is it to get Tom Brady in the building? Just not as much as a player, but I'm thinking more as, has he been a motivator? And did he just step in the door and suddenly, he was the leader of the team? Or did he also have to find his place with the rest of the team?
Yeah, definitely, came in, well respected, of course. And, it took a couple of weeks, meeting up and having practices, things like that, just building chemistry. We all here for one thing, and that's to win the championship. So here we are, and it kind of happened, when he walked in. So I guess that's how it happened.
All right, next we'll go back to Matt Matera.
Hey, Rojo, whether it's you or Leonard Fournette doing your thing in the run game, you can't do it without the offensive line. Can you just speak to the job that they've done this season, especially in the playoffs?
Yeah, facts. Yeah, you can say that one again. Definitely been doing a great job all year, all playoffs. A lot of guys battling injuries, still going out there playing every snap of the game. So, yeah, salute to the big boys up front. Most definitely still, interchanging parts and things like that. But it definitely, it starts with them, and I'll be the first one to tell you that.
Thanks.
All right, next we'll go over to Danilo Lacale.
Hey, Ronald, how you doing? Danilo from Brazil. Ronald, you had a great season, and I believe you have been dreaming of being a Super Bowl for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best part of finally being in a game like this? And for you, what's the best quality of Buccaneers today?
Yeah, I think the best part would probably be, having it in your own backyard. It's essentially, a home game. I got, family from all across, the world coming. So definitely, 3 years in, I have to say I'm very fortunate, to be here and get an opportunity to play in this game. So, I'm looking to make the most of it.
All right, next we'll go to Jared Zero.
Hey, what's going on, Ronald?
What's up, man?
So I have a question for you. Obviously, the Chiefs have been high-powered on both ends of the ball, and they were able to hold Buffalo to 24 points last week in the AFC Championship. As an offense, as one of the running backs on a very high-powered offensive team like the Bucs, what are you guys doing to prepare for that?
Definitely, yeah. Just steady watching film and just trying to look for ways to attack the defense. Coach always talks about staying balanced, so we'll look to do that, and just got to come out swinging, like you said, high-powered offense and defense. So definitely gotta stay above the chains, just stay in third and short, things like that. So that's what we'll be looking to do.
Reminder for all media that just joined the call, please raise your hand if you have a question. And now we'll go over to Dan Morardi.
Congrats, Ronald, on making the Super Bowl.
Thank you.
You've won 3 road games to get here. What does it mean to play the first ever Super Bowl at home?
Yeah, again, it's a great feeling, right here. History's already, it's been made, we got some more to make. So, hasn't fully sunk in yet, but, come kickoff, 6:30 Sunday, we'll be ready, locked in.
All right, next we will go over to Jade Mallett.
So to kind of left field here, any advice that you have for young athletes who are currently in AAU sports trying to get to where you are, about to make history potentially?
Yeah, I would tell those guys, keep grinding, keep fighting, don't let the doubters hold you back because they told me, I was too small, this and that, same thing, so as long as you put your heart into it and you know what you want to accomplish, everything is right there in front of you.
Next question will come from Tom Rock of Newsday.
Ronald, I'm sure you keep tabs on other running backs around the league. What were your thoughts when Leonard got cut just a little before the season started?
Yeah, I was surprised, just looking, at the situation down there, usually when they make a move like that, you got to think, they got to have somebody in place or, somebody, is really good or whatever. But yeah, so it was surprising, when I first got the news and, yeah.
And then what was your reaction when you found out he was coming to join you?
I was like, yeah, that's great. Another guy that can help, take the load off and, help get us to this point where we are now. So, it ended up being great, for the team and all that.
All right, next we will go over to Thomas Haragel.
Yep, thank you so much for your time. I'm calling in from Denmark, and you have kind of a Danish guy in Ryan Jensen on your team. Just want to hear about how his personality is.
Yeah, he's got a great personality. One of the guys always cracking jokes, in the locker room and things like that. Will do anything for his teammates, sacrifice his body, he's like a WWE character out there. And so, it's great, having a guy like that to run behind because, he's going to put it all out there just like, I will too. So, definitely great, having him part, one of the biggest parts of the team, especially that.
Thanks.
All right, next we'll go over to Spencer Shannon.
Ronald, hey, Spencer Shannon here with The Last Resort. How are you doing today?
What's up, man? How you?
I'm good. I just wanted to know, leading up to the Super Bowl, the night before the Super Bowl, what is your dinner that night before the Super Bowl? What are you eating?
That's a good question. I don't know yet. Probably some type of steak with some mashed potatoes and corn, something like that. Yeah.
All right, sounds delicious. Good luck on during the Super Bowl.
Thanks, man.
All right, next we will go over to John Shearer.
Hey, Ronald, how you doing today?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I just wanted to ask you, are you treating this as a home game, an away game, neutral? I mean, with cadences and things like that, and you're not really sure what kind of crowd's going to be there, whether it's Bucs or neutral fans. What kind of game is this for you guys?
Yeah, that's another great question. I'd probably say, go neutral, just, the kind of game it is, it's probably be split, with the fans and stuff. It's probably going to be the most fans we played in front of all year. So, definitely going to be, for the ages. And, I'll tell you probably at the kickoff, what kind of game it's going to be.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next up is going to be Mark Topkin from the Tampa Bay Times.
Hey, Ronald, just trying to check with a couple players. How does Bruce Arians at 68 years old relate to some of you young guys, all different kind of personalities in the clubhouse? How does he do that?
I'd probably say, hanging around, assistant coaches and things because, they're in the, late 40s, early 50s. So they're still trying to, relate to us, ask us, what we're listening to, things like that. So I think it's funny. But, yeah, he does a good job. He still got to – we put him on some slang, so – he stayed pretty hip out there. It's cool.
You taught him some stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, just a reminder for media, if you have any questions, please raise your hand.
Yeah.
And we'll go back to Zenny Abraham.
Hey, Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, if the Bucs win the Super Bowl, what would that mean for you?
For me personally,
yes,
it just mean a lifelong journey come true. And in this game of football and in this business, that's the highest point you could reach. So to bring it right back home, 5 minutes, 10 minutes away, to bring it back to the facility, would mean everything for this organization, this team. My teammates, I've been here for the long haul, things like that. So just putting in all the work, finally, you'll never say you work too hard, if you win something like that. So we're definitely, putting all the chips in.
And as a different question, a different direction, as a Cal guy, what explains USC's lucky domination over my Golden Bears?
I'll probably say, the talent, just the players we get, and, the standard that we have over there, I guess, I'll probably say that.
Hey, I'll say fight on and good luck and congratulations, sir.
All right, next we'll go over to Jared Zero.
So kind of to piggyback off my last question about, being part of this high-powered offense and stuff, how important is it having a vet like Tom Brady who is going into his 10th Super Bowl to be in that locker room? How important is that for you guys as a team to kind of be mentally prepared for this game?
Yeah, definitely. Just let all the guys know, we don't have to do nothing special, nothing outside of our, talent requires us to go out there and win. When you got a guy like that, you just got to play your part, and, everything else will come together. Nobody has to press, or do anything like that. So I think that's probably the biggest part, just having that confidence, knowing, just play your role, it'll all work out.
All right, we got about 6 minutes left, and we're going to go over to Grace Hansen.
Hi, Mr. Jones. How you doing?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. I just saw that you've been involved with Go Red for Women, the organization, and I was just wondering, how you got involved in that, and how being in the Super Bowl kind of increases the visibility of that. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I got involved with that through the American Heart Association. My mom, we had did a little skit, for that, and just encouraging, women to eat healthy, things like that, because it's, one of the leading diseases, causes of death in America. So just, promoting healthy lifestyles and healthy food choices.
All right, next we'll go over to Christopher Holmes from NFL Chili.
Hi, Ronald. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. Just wanted to ask you for the contribution that LeSean McCoy has had this year, especially him not playing a lot, but with all his experience and career. What has been your main lessons from him?
Yeah, again, we're referring to Shady, just helping, all the time, when I'm on the field, and, even watching him practicing and playing games, he's been in these moments and these situations before, so yeah, it's always good to have, OG, like we like to call it, in the room to, settle the room down and keep everybody level-headed. So it's definitely been, a big help.
Next, go over to DJ Siddiqui from Forbes.
Hey, Ronald, my apologies if this question was asked earlier because I joined late, but, you've been with the Buccaneers for the past 3 seasons. Mm-hmm. You guys were 5-11 during your rookie year, 7-9 last year. Now you guys are in the Super Bowl. Can you explain what the feeling is like going from being a losing team over the past 2 seasons to now being in the Super Bowl, and what is the biggest difference for why you guys are in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I say the biggest difference is probably, just guys collectively coming together and, buying into the task at hand, and just knowing, that we had the talent and the bunch to do it. A lot of the guys, great careers, but, I've never been to this point, myself included, obviously. And so just, finally being here, just taking it all in, because, we'll never get those chances again. So definitely means a lot to the team, the organization, and we got to make the most of it.
All right, next we will go over to Doug from NESN.
When was the first time that you met Tom Brady? What was that interaction like? And how much time do you feel like you've got to spend with him this season with the COVID protocols and everything like that?
Yeah, I think the first time was we had like a little workout session back in the summer, and that was the first time we just threw some routes, and things like that. What was the second part of that question?
Just how much time have you got to spend with him this season, given all the COVID protocols and everything like that?
Oh yeah. Time's been cut down short, too, and that's another, great thing, been able to, learn and adjust so fast, me learning from him and, vice versa. So, it's just been, a great relationship, to this point. And yeah, I think it's been good.
All right, next we will go over to Martin Weisenberg.
Hey, Ronald, here, Martin Wiesenberg from No Huddle in Argentina. How are you?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Very good, thanks. So, do you have any pregame rituals you do every Sunday? And will you do it this Sunday?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Just nothing different other than listening to music and things like that. I'll probably make a special playlist for this game and things like that. But yeah, just nothing too special. Yeah, just get in the zone. Lock in. I might watch some of my favorite running backs highlights, things like that.
All right, next we'll go over to Austin from the Fully Loaded podcast.
How you doing, Rojo?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Good, thank you. Hey, with the experience of Shady and then also Fournette, how is that running back room? Because sometimes it's by committee who's getting hot. How do you guys stay fresh on the sideline when say playoff Lenny is getting his touches? How do you stay fresh?
Yeah, just knowing the opportunities coming. We do it. Coach, they do a good job at keeping us fresh, like you said, and keeping us ready to go. So the ball's gonna come. It's gonna be in your hands sooner than later. So just gotta always be ready for it. That's just part of the game.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, next we'll go over to Alex Fleming.
Rojo, how you doing, sir?
What's up, man?
We briefly spoke at the beginning of the season before all of this even started. It was almost like a dream. Now we're in the Super Bowl. Well, you're in the Super Bowl. We're watching. Leonard Fournette is fresh. 2 of the best carries than what he had in Jacksonville. You've been the man most of the season, almost 1,000 yards rushing. Between you two, this is going to be the game of your life. What should we expect on Sunday?
I think you should see all the tricks out the bag. I guess a good dose, good balanced offense. High powered, obviously. So just everything we've been saving for. I guess is for this game, and can't wait for it. Coming out and compete. Once in a lifetime opportunity. So yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, we'll give it another minute. Any final questions, please raise your hand for Ronald Jones. Zenny Abraham, we'll go back to you.
Yeah, this is one about offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich and Eric Bieniemy. What do you think it says that this is history making? You have 2 offensive coordinators, both African American, for opposing teams for the first time. What do you think that says about progress in the NFL and society?
Yeah, again, it's a great, testament to, the work ethic of those 2 men and, giving individuals like me, the opportunity to make plays and all that. So I think it's great, for football, in a month like this as well, Black History Month. And, I think it's great. I hope to see more, men of my color getting those same opportunities.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's all for today. Appreciate it, Rojo.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.